Well. Today we had a kids choir shoot. I made of city kids, not city kids, but I made of we're doing Kid Max at the meeting house today. The songs were done. Unfortunately, I will not put that video on YouTube because it's a guaranteed copyright flag if I did, so it won't be seen on YouTube anytime shortly. But this is sort of a sample I come up with. Planning a trip via rail to London, Ontario. So please bear with me because there's going to be a trip report on this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a trip report on via rail service from Aldershot to London, Ontario. I'll be riding that train at 12:59. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do a trip report on it tomorrow. So, I watched some of Phil's trip reports where he done on CAF, Courtney, Pacific, and other many airlines. I hadn't, and tracks, trains and state, but I hadn't really done any trip reports on Canadian trains at all, or Canadian stuff. So maybe there's a gap there. So I'm going to try to, maybe I should fill that gap on him. But he see me doing a trip report on YouTube, then he might go on and do a trip report, see? Well, anyway, I'm going to do that tomorrow, hopefully. Wherever Phil traveling world, that's we're doing this report ever. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and remember, be safe Christmas Eve. Don't drink and drive. Take a taxi or public transit. And tomorrow I'm going to do a trip report on a Via Rail economy class from London, from Aldershot to London, Ontario. I probably will show menu prices, the feet room, and everything else up. Now, that is a trip report I'm going to be doing. We call it series trip report. Anyways, and I'm going to do a hotel room review on a night's in London, Ontario when I get there. I'll be overnighting a week in London, Ontario, and then coming back. I do another trip. This will be the Via Rail first class trip report. Hopefully this works out. I don't know how many people are going to watch it. If I hit 1 million subscribers, I hit over 10 million subscribers, you know what? I get a silver play button on YouTube. But it's hard getting there. I never got there yet. So someday it might happen. You never can tell. Anyway, I'm going to try this one more. It's going to be a first trip report I'm going to do. I'm not good at it. I mean, some videos seem to do well, some don't. I don't know why. I'm trying a different formula, trying to find just the right one that works, but I've been working on it. Unfortunately, there were a neighbor with a very loud TV next door to me. When I doing YouTube last night, her TV bled over and caused a copyright strike on my channel last night as a result of her TV. Because she had a hearing problem. The lady next door here, has a hearing problem. He lives here in an apartment beside me. She has a hearing problem over there. So has her TV cranked up loud. Thank goodness the TV ain't cranked tonight. That's good. Because someone being taken away the ambulance, hooray, or gone away family members, that maybe some of that. That's good. But her TV is cranked so loud. I can hear it in my apartment. It's like I don't have to turn my TV on. She's playing something like a Bing Crosby, old Bing Crosby show on TV last night about when I do YouTube. It bled over, and caused a comment. And the video, I actually ended up deleting that video. YouTube never got posted because I had to delete it because of that. Oh, anyways. I'm going to say, tomorrow will be a trip report. And if there's any music there, will not be posted on YouTube. If there's no music, people talking, it'll be posted. Anyways, so now, let's get, I got to get to bed. It's late. It's about 10 o'clock here at night. And I got a bit of day ahead of me. And I'm praying tomorrow, things go smoothly tomorrow at the hotel when I check in. The last hotel I checked into and time was way back in July, Niagara Falls, New York, and it turned out to be a disaster. It cost me, somebody got hold of my credit card and ran my frickin' credit card bill up for the roof and cloned it. And Money Market said, oh, you blamed it on me. And they refused to want me to pay all that money back for you. Go and got the money from go. And we took the money back from the hotel. That's not good. Causing me a bad reputation with the hotel I stayed at. Now, I am not happy about it. I certainly, not going to do that again. This is really bad that it happened to me. Well, it's a credit. I was scammed right there. Huh. Not only that, but it was scammed because the one was supposed to be canceled wasn't canceled. The one that was made for there was active, the one not. So what happened was, it was not funny. I got billed twice. I got billed double, twice on my card. The first one went through, the second one didn't, but then they rammed it through, then they pulled back. This time, they better not bill me twice. Anyway, well, I'm not happy about it. This had happened to me, and still, I'm praying this don't happen to me in London. It happened to me in London, I am screwed. I mean, I wife all face, and I don't know if I get, I'll be forced to go to women's shelter if I have to do that. I don't want to do that. I'll be really screwed if that happened. Oh man, I would be screwed. I would not have the funds. So I better not, have this happen. I'm praying God it don't happen. It did happen in Niagara Falls, New York. I got screwed over. Somebody screwed me over good. Stole the credit card and made a duplicate and ran it all over the state. Matter of fact, that person got caught. They did arrest the person in the U.S. They did that recently. Dumb. Apparently, he used my credit card. He ran up a big, huge bill in a street in Hyatt Regency, Buffalo, New York. Apparently, $22 billion bill in room service. Now, turned out they arrested him and they found stolen credit. My credit card found stolen card he had cloned. He found a Money Market card, my name, that was stolen and cloned into that. They found other clone cards. They're right good at that. They were good to swap that one up to Buffalo PD and that one. Good. Swap it up, one up to them. Busted. Then I had to go to court about 2 months back. Had to make a trip to Buffalo to go to court on this. I went to court, testified he did steal the card, and the Higher Regency Buffalo, they apologized to me. They said, we are terribly sorry this had happened to you, Shirrie. You really apologized, and they said, terribly sorry it happened. Yeah. And I was sitting there, well, I still haven't traded no money mark. I had to cancel a card money mark. But I took a card with another vendor. I'm seeing where, who, what, or where, because I'm going to keep this under wrap. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm saying who, what, and if you're wondering, I'm going to turn around and I say that was a scam. I got scammed bad. Now, if I'm thinking about what else I'm thinking about in there, well, honestly, I had to I had no problem in the country. I had my passport with me. We were fine. Had a subpoena on the courthouse in Buffalo, New York, which is good. I called the summons. I had a summons there, so I had to go anyway. And when I showed the summons to the border service, they actually phoned the courthouse and they checked, and sure enough, yep. And I went and they let me through, and I passed through, got off the Elliott Street, a bus terminal, went over to Buffalo Courthouse, went in, testified about it. I went in, I talked to district attorney there, district attorney's office, had to talk to DA, told him, well, really, then finally I went into a courtroom and testified. After I testified, I had to get reimbursed my travel expenses for Hamilton down Buffalo. It cost me about $72 in travel expenses because I had to, and just to get there alone, and that $70 Canadian cost me about, plus accommodation, getting to there. So what did I do? After I got there, arrived, I go, oh, we're in the Satin courtroom. The court case went on for quite a few hours. At the end of the case, the guy was found guilty under section something on the criminal code of New York State, saying you're guilty for ripping off a tourist back in line with me, go rip me off of $40 million, guilty for credit card fraud, guilty for defrauding people credit card, guilty on all accounts. And the judge gave him consecutive back-to-back sentence, about 122 years in the penitentiary for back-to-back, 20 years on each sentence, back-to-back. So he knocked it out, thank goodness of that. But also, the Crown Attorney said to me, well, I thought I would get my travel through. Well, Crown Attorney said, well, we did, and they come, well, Crown Attorney, and they pulled me out the district Crown, not district Crown. The district attorney said to me, well, we have your travel expenses covered for you. I got witness, we're going to give you your pay for coming. We're going to pay for your expenses for showing up here, because this has been spent getting here. We paid for your ticket. We got your Amtrak ticket to Aldershot, from here. This is the Amtrak ticket to Aldershot. We paid for that. Plus, here's a hotel and the Hyatt Regency willing to offer you a room for a night on them, because they feel bad about it. So, Hyatt Regency, and what they did, lo and behold, it gave me a very beautiful, luxury penthouse suite, top floor Hyatt Regency out of Buffalo. It was a beautiful room at night, and that room, everything all thrown in free, all paid for. All paid for. Phew. I know that, and it's apologized. We are terribly sorry this happened to you, Sari. How can we make it up here? Well, and he made it up here by offering me a nice room for a night. I thanked them very much. I thank Hyatt Regency. At least they stepped up their plate and did something. Well, them reported, the guy got busted as a result. Only reason why I got good working at hotel security busted him. That's good. Anyway, so I was very happy about it. And you know what? I left the next morning, about a month ago. The next morning down to Amtrak in the afternoon, boarded the train, and then I headed out of exchange, and I headed back to Hamilton. Got all the something to go back to Hamilton. About 2 months ago, back in September, unexpected trip, Buffalo, but I had to do it. These are guys behind bars anyway, thank goodness that. Now, it took a while, but they busted. Anyways, stealing credit card numbers and using them for defrauding a bank offense, rather fraud, not very serious offense. In the United States, a fraud case in upstate New York can get you 25 years in jail, right there. 20 years in jail, federal, that pen time. In Canada, it might get 6 months, might get a year and a half in jail. Actually, this time, this guy had a secondary offense. He said, you done this, you done time in jail for this before. I had a record. Since you, this time, ripped off a couple Canadian tourists in Niagara Falls, well, we're gonna rip couple of tourists off. I had to come here and testify as a result. You know what, I'm giving you 100 years, 122 years to think about in pen time. Case dismissed, basically. Well, anyway, I was sort of happy, but so did some others who got their travel reimbursed. Every guy had to get, I came back to Hamilton, with about $100 American, about $150, $400 American, to all back to Canada. I put it in my bank, and now I usually got money for my trip. Anyway, that's how I did it. Anyway, blog. Anyway, this interesting blog is now over, but thank you, and remember, this Christmas, don't drink and drive. Take a taxi or public transit and arrive alive, because arrive alive and be there for Christmas. Because some people at Christmas get up, they'll drink and drive. They get behind that wheel. I say, I'm going to make it home. I can make it home. And their eyes are like this. They can't stay on the road. And all of a sudden, they turn around and wrap the car up. Oh, they all of a sudden the driver, and they turn around. Next thing you know, they wrap the car up around the nasty hydro posts. High voltage lines are sparking over the vehicle. A guy gets out of the car, touches the ground, and he go, boom, he get barbecued. What do you think can happen, unfortunately? Then he goes away. He goes, and guess what? He get when he drink and drive, the three modes of transportation. Mode number 1, taking a bus, or mode 2, taking a taxi. Mode 3 is being a backseat police car going to the downtown to the county jail, or going downtown to the local holding cell and the police headquarters, or county jail, wherever you are. Know what the other mode of transportation? This is the mode of transportation that won't be taking you home. You know what they call that? You only get a ride in one of these and back one only once, and you'll be when you're being transported to a funeral home, a hearse. Talking about a hearse. That's way for a hearse. That mode won't be taking you home. That mode will take you to a funeral home, and you'll be put on public display and buried in a grave. And the family go, boo-hoo, why did he drink and drive on Christmas Eve? Boo-hoo. Oh boy. So think about it. Being transported back a hearse to a cemetery or a funeral home, from a funeral cemetery, or being transported backseat of a cop car to the holding cells in the police station, or being transported back a cab to your front door and arriving there safely, or being transported by public transit to your front door, or being transported by a train via rail front door. Now, these are GO trans front doors. So remember, if you're gonna drink, don't get behind the wheel. Be safe. Because there are a couple more, these modes will take you there. The other modes will not take you home. The mode that won't take you home will be the hearse. Take you to a graveyard. That mode won't take you home, unfortunately. So I'm going to say, arrive alive and be safe and enjoy Christmas. Blog over. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.